Hi, it's the BioPsychoSocial. Welcome to episode 1 of Behind the Songs. As I've teased on Instagram, Behind the Songs is this video series that I'm going to be doing for my songs, where I tell you guys the stories and my lived experiences behind the lyrics of the song. And it was the making of Virginia Drive was very time consuming, and I put a lot of effort into creating the album. But it was also a very cathartic experience. It was almost like my therapy. From writing to recording to everything with the album, it was very therapeutic for me, and I got a lot of help from it. And by me sharing my experiences, it might help some of you guys. So I thought, why not do this video series and talk to you guys about what the songs are actually about from a lyric standpoint. So we're going to jump right in. The first song we're going to be doing here on episode 1 is Relapse Relationship. First and foremost, shout out to Tommy P. He created the beat from the guitar to the drums, and he did a great job doing so. And I want to thank Tommy P for allowing me to put lyrics to his music. So with that being said, we'll jump in. I'm going to play the song and I'll stop it throughout periodically and explain some of the lyrics and some of the stories behind those lyrics.
Poppin Prozac, cause I don't need a back. I don't wanna relapse, I don't wanna go back, but I wanna so bad, I don't wanna feel sad. I'm a nomad for the past.
So essentially this song is about me trying to rationalize whether I want to get back together with this girl. And I really don't want to get back together with this girl, but I do. So it's that kind of tension between wanting to get back together and wanting nothing to do with someone. And if you've ever been in a relationship and broken up, you probably have felt that before, where you're trying to rationalize with yourself, oh, do I go back? I really love her, or I really love him, and do I want to go back to that? And ultimately, some of us decide to go back. Others decide, you know what, I don't want to go through those experiences that I've went through before with that person. So this song's just about trying to rationalize whether I want to get back together with a girl or not get back together.
Cause I don't need a back. I don't wanna relax, I don't wanna go back, but I wanna so bad, I don't wanna feel sad. I'm a nomad for the past.
Additionally, that last line really hits home with me. I was really happy when I came up with it. I'm a nomad for the past. And essentially what that means is, I'm sitting there and I know that I don't want this girl back, but my thoughts keep going back into the past, and it's like I'm wandering around in my mind. I'm wandering through the past, thinking about all the good times that I had with her and everything that we did together, and it kind of skews your mind a little bit, and you're like, maybe I should get back together. But ultimately, what most of us do is remember all the good times, but we forget about all the bad. So every time that I felt myself wandering back into the past and thinking about all these good times and being a nomad in that past, in my thoughts and in my memories, I began to think about all the bad memories that I had and everything that I didn't want to go back to. And that seemed to help me get over this relationship, where if you remember the good and you remember the bad, they're going to balance out, they're going to equal out, and you're going to make a rational decision based on whether the good outweighs the bad or the bad outweighs the good.
Wait up, it's been 4 months since our breakup. I don't wanna make up, I just wanna wake up without feeling fucked up.
So this song wasn't originally written to this beat, but it fit really well. So when the beat was presented to me, I was like, hey, these lyrics kind of go with this beat. And I wrote it 4 months after I broke up with this girl. And yeah, at that time, I didn't want to get back together. And I was waking up every morning like, I got to go through another day where I'm going to be pressured with these thoughts of whether I want to get back together with her or whether I don't want to get back together with her. And just waking up every morning was like a struggle. And I was like just mentally drained as soon as I woke up, knowing that I was going to have to face that day in and day out.
Without feeling fucked up, you got me going nuts. I thought it was love, but it wasn't, it was lust. I don't know what to trust, my brain or my guts.
So that's me contemplating whether we were actually in love or whether it was just lust. Like, I really, really like you and I find you attractive, but do we actually have the same values? Do we actually have the same beliefs? Are we even compatible? And I found that also a good way of rationalizing and finding the reasons why I didn't want to be with this person. And yeah, so ultimately, that's what happened.
Poppin Prozac, 'cause I don't need a bag. I don't wanna relapse, I don't wanna go back, but I wanna so bad. I don't wanna feel sad, I'm a nomad for the past.
So I know we've already talked about the hook, but another thing that I was getting at with this hook was I was likening this girl to a drug. Like, a lot of times people don't do drugs with the intention of like becoming addicted, but ultimately like that's a real possibility. People can become addicted. So like I was addicted to this girl. Like, I was spending all my time with her and everything, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And as you know, when like a drug addiction stops, like you go through withdrawal. And essentially, like I was going through withdrawal during this brief period of time of like, I really want to get back together, but I know it's not a good thing. I know I don't want the drug, but I want the drug. So ultimately, a lot of people go into rehab, and for some, rehab helps, but for others, it takes multiple tries at rehab to get well. And after the first or second time, like, you have a high likelihood of relapsing. So yeah, my thought process was, it's the same thing with this relationship. Like, I'm done, and like I don't want to relapse by getting back into a relationship with this person. Shout out to Tommy P for that guitar solo. That shit was absolutely wicked.
I don't wanna OD, I just wanna feel some ecstasy, so I don't think about my ecstasy.
So yeah, again, going back to that drug reference, like, I ultimately don't want to get back into a relationship and spend the rest of my life with this person that I know that I would be unhappy with, and then end up ultimately dying, or in the drug terms, like ODing. And yeah, and at that time, I just wanted to feel some peace of mind. Like I mentioned before, I was waking up every morning and I was like so stressed out, and I like knew I was going to have to face this question of whether I wanted to get back together or whether I didn't. And ultimately it was like yeah, I just want some peace of mind. Like, I want to feel some ecstasy. I don't want to think about you just for one day, let alone like 1 second.
So let me bleed, just let me be. Set me free, please don't text me. So let me be, just let me bleed. Set me free, please don't text me.
So ultimately, like, it was like, all right, I know that I don't want this person in my life anymore. And you get to that point in a relationship or after a breakup where it doesn't split equally. Like, one person's happy, the other person's not, and it can even like flip flop over time. And like, like when we first broke up, like, I was happy with it. Like, I was cool. But as time went on, like, it got harder and harder, and I became less happy with the way things ended. And periodically I would receive texts from this girl, and like, I would do my best at like not responding. For me, like, if I'm going to respond to this text, then I know it's going to become a habit and I'm going to want to do it more and more. So I can't let myself get into that habit. So this was just me, like, basically saying, just let me be. Like, I know I'm hurting, and like, but I don't want to receive texts from you because I don't want to feel obligated to respond to those texts and then eventually get swept up off my feet and be like, oh, we should try this again.
Poppin Prozac, cause I don't need a break. I don't wanna relapse, I don't wanna go back, but I wanna so bad. I don't wanna feel sad. I'm a nomad for the past.
Awesome. So that was the song. Tell me what you thought about it, or tell me your experiences and what this song might have reminded you of in your life, or just like if this helped you. Like, any comment would be great, and I'll do my best to try to respond to your guys' comments. I want to thank you for not only watching this video, but also listening to my music, listening to my album. Please continue to stream it. It's very beneficial to me. And if you really like any artist, like, support them. Just listen to their music. With that being said, I want to thank you guys again. And yeah, so thanks for watching.